So begin making your initial observations. Read through your procedure.
Celia,
You need to roll out. Right away, you should be making your observations.
the color, white,
You have about
shape, rectangle, a lot of rectangle, triangle,
Don't wait till you start to make your observation.
triangle, square, and
Celia, come right over here. The tray's right there.
let's just do rectangle. Let's just do rectangle. We're working over here. The size, pretty small.
There is no description. Just do this. Just cross over. That's right. This one here, this is the description. What does it look like right now? Okay.
Is that what?
Got you have all your sheets right now. So on yours, on the first one, this one.
The shape is pretty small.
The first one here.
Texture, sticky.
And you have that. So we're not going to
Alright, what else would you do? Alright, let's do. Oh no, we
on the first one, just do the description.
Were you paying attention? Very like geometric. Oh, put that down with my tape. Thank you. Oh, come on. No, you put down what you put down. Thank you.
Have a
Put rectangle.
Everybody should have one.
You have to put credit for. I already put it on shadows and it already size. Wait, the smell? Like one, like two.
No. Well, are you ready? When you're ready, hands and eyes. That's once. Very nice. So, when you're ready and you've done that first description, it's not going to change or anything when you're probably looking at it. When you're done and you're ready for some hot water, and remember, put one scoop in, and raise your hand, and I'll pour hot water in. Remember, it's going to be very hot, so don't you don't need to stick your fingers in there. Trust me, it's hot. And then we'll see what happens. So just raise your hand when you're ready, and I'll come around with the hot water.
Me too.
You ready? Where's your bowl? Ready? Okay. So you're not. Excuse me. It's hot. Now's the time when this goes in. You have some in.
You don't have a spoon?
Put it right in. And make your observation. Let it pour out. Are you ready? Yes, are you ready?
You're ready? It smells good.
So did you read through your procedure?
This does for sure. Oh.
It's starting to melt. And the water is like,
You ready?
it's melting and it's melting.
Read through your procedure and make sure that
See, look, this one like Snow White. That finger in the water. It didn't.
your next observation is going to be written down.
Oh, whoa.
You guys are ready
What a
for water?
blue. Wow.
Ready? Put the waxing mold to your extend.
Otherwise, take. Okay.
It's very confusing.
So what's the temperature?
Oh, dang, dry.
Wait, oh wait.
Look, I said this.
Follow the steps.
It dried.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, it's the wax man.
Yo, what's the thing? Yes. No, it's not. Skin therapy.
I know.
It'll make you the same thing. It's higher now. Well, thank you for finally telling me that it's Sandy, right? I'm very much sure.
You know it. Okay, temperature.
What was that song? What did you say? I do not understand that language. I only understand when we have to do know that it was I is actually the correct grammar.
Because here,
Should I take it
while
out?
floating in the water, when this is floating, you answer those questions.
So now we can do better. No, vanilla manicure. Stick your finger in the hot wax.
See, yeah, he said.
Okay.
We're giving mayonnaise.
Now, did you make your observations?
Yeah.
¿Qué tú ves?
It was a liquid that I turned back into a solid.
Okay.
Because of the water, I take it out.
Okay. All right. So you guys want to tell me what you're observing about?
What I've observed is that when you put wax near a hot temperature, it turns into a liquid, but then when you take it away from the hot temperature, like the hot area, it goes away. It turns back into a solid again.
I like agree with her, but when we put the wax into the water, the wax melted into a liquid, and then when we took it out of the water, it just turned right back into a solid.
Why did that happen? Why do you think that happened?
I think it happens because of the temperature.
Yeah, the temperature is probably the temperature. The temperature in the water is 62 degrees, and probably in the room it's probably like 40 degrees, 40,
How
30.
come? What makes that temperature?
If we had the heater on, or like the doors are closed, so no air can go out.
So
it's
where
all
did
just trapped in
so,
here?
so where did the heat go?
The heat, it's sort of like, well, the heat was over here, so when we took it away from the heat, it just like stopped using that heat
Yeah.
because it was away from it.
Yeah.
So it got the heat from what?
From the water, or from the pot, the hot stove.
Yeah, the hot stove.
And now this is what
So
happened
okay,
with this.
I get it. So did this take some of the heat, or it just got warmed up by it, or?
I think it just got warmed
Yeah.
up by it, because if it took some of the heat, it would probably still stay a liquid for
Yeah.
a little bit longer.
Until
But now
what?
it just turned solid. That's all hard.
Temperature.
Okay. So where did that heat go?
Probably went in here, and it got trapped down here. Probably.
Did it stay there?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's not hot anymore. So probably didn't.
Where did it go?
Probably into the environment.
Okay.
What do you feel like flaking apart? Oh my god.
Right, so that's what we're really interested in. What you're doing is just to continue to talk about why these things happen. Did it turn clear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did.
It's clear when it wasn't.
Why?
Yeah.
Talk about that one. I'll be back. Let me hear some more people. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Kristen, what are you observing?
So before we put the wax in the hot water, it was
in like chunks and smaller flakes, but when we put it in, the colors seemed to change. It turned like clearish, and then when we took it out, it turned back to white.
Okay, so what made it turn clear?
I think the heat melting it made it clear.
Okay, so why did it melt?
I think it melted because
If you scrape it out, it's more.
I don't know.
You have no idea what made it melt. What
It's
made
like
it?
the heat from the hot water made it melt.
What made it get hard again?
When you took it out, air hit it, and the air was cooler than the water.
Okay. How is that like ice freezing? Is it similar at all? Remember we talked about that? Or is there no similarity?
Well, it defies gravity. Well, I think it's similar because when it melts, it's liquidy, like because water's liquidy, and then when you take it out, no. I don't really think there's too much similarity. Just like
Well, how does the ice get to be a solid?
it gets really cold. Like say you put it in the freezer, it freezes.
How did that get turned into a solid?
Because when we took it out, the air hit it and then made it cooler, so it turned into a solid.
So what's the similarity?
That they both turned into solids.
Okay. So would you say that's freezing, or is it's just a different kind of a thing?
I think it's different.
In what way?
Because liquid, when you first start, it's a liquid, but this is more like a solid than a liquid when we started off. Yes.
So how did it start? It started as what?
It started as like a solid.
How did it end?
When we put it in, it turned into a liquid. Then we took it out, it turned back into a solid.
It's 100 degrees.
And the cause of that whole thing was just heating and cooling, or temperature?
I think temperature. I know. And heating and cooling both.
Okay. Let's see what we have. Thanks, Kristen. Okay. Alan, what do you have here, Alan?
Well, when we put this inside the water, it was like water getting in, and then like they combined, and then it turned it like creamy, mushy thing.
So is yours mushy now?
Like mushy.
So what you need to do is start again, get another container because water can't get in there.
Oh,
All right? Because then we're not just seeing what wax is, we're seeing what wax plus water is, right? So why don't you get another one? Just get another one. Try that. You get another one. Okay. What did you guys discover?
We discovered when we put the wax in the little cup in the boiling water, we saw that it was melting because the steam was going under. So because it was like so hot, boiling hot, it makes it melt.
Okay. And then what happened when you took it out?
When we took it out, it was all melted. So
Let Marissa finish and I'll tell you, and you can tell me yours.
When we took it out, the wax finished melting.
It finished melting. And what happened to it?
There was no more, so we wanted to see how if it would because of the boiling water, we wanted to see if it could still melt. So we tried it again, and we put a little bit this time. And then when we saw that it was melting a little, we noticed that when it stopped melting, the water was getting cooler.
Tell me more about stopping melting. What does it mean that it stopped melting? What did you notice?
I noticed that when it stopped melting, that the water was getting colder and colder.
The water was getting cooler, so the wax was getting cooler? Is that what you're saying?
No, that when the water was getting cooler,
What water? Which water? Okay, so when the water got cooler, the wax got cooler too?
No, that it stopped melting when it got cold.
What did it look like when it was stopped melting?
It looked like the same.
The same as melting? Okay. When it was melting, what color was it?
It was still white.
Still white? All right, Justin, you want to tell me what you observed?
Pretty much the same as her.
When it stopped melting, how is it now? You took it out. What color is it now?
It's still white-ish.
When it melted, what color was it?
When it melted, it was still white. It was just disappearing. It just got smaller and smaller and smaller. And then when we took it out, it had like little bits of water in it, so I think it turned into like some kind of liquid.
Did water get into your container?
Yeah.
All right, so can you get another one, and we'll do this again?
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want it to spill. So there's other containers over there.
I want to change this to like wax now.
Okay.
Carter's being inappropriate.
Yes. Hands and eyes. Does anyone need more boiling water? Okay, so I'll give you some. What I noticed was that some people got water mixed with the wax. That's going to give us different results because then we have wax plus water. We only want to see what happens to the wax. So if you need to, get rid of the water, dry it up, and we'll pour some more hot water. Who needs hot water? Okay, dump out your water, and I'll give you some more.
It's my song.
You got it? Have a seat. Okay, great. Okay, ready? You ready to put some in? Carter, dump it. Come. There we go. Good boy. Watch out. Slow, slow, slow. Here we go. Good. Okay.
Is that a coffee cup?
It's coffee pot. You need some more?
So it's probably gonna be more than 60.
Here you go.
The 70. Oh. What you put it in?
Too much.
75.
I did the math. It's 70 degrees water in Celsius. I did. It's equal to 175 degrees.
Ooh, we got 79.
79? Oh my god.
It's hot, right?
Ours is hot. A little. You got 79?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna do the math and figure out how many.
You guys need some more hot water?
It's not hard.
Multiplication?
Yeah. You just multiply the Celsius number by 2.5. Yeah. It's so easy.